And how do you do? Oh, my ankle got off there. Darn, I had it perfect, and then I got wiggled. Darn. So anyway, I've got a bottle of Bushmills 10-year-old single malt, and I'm having it with these mugs. My wife found 2 of these while we were in St. Louis a few weeks back. She got this at a Goodwill outlet, of all places. Now, if you've never been to a Goodwill outlet, it is a little different than, say, a Goodwill store. There are no racks. It's just these big-ass bins that there's just stuff everywhere. So you have to sift through all of it. And when she goes, she means serious business. She puts on rubber gloves, but they don't. The items aren't priced individually. You're priced per pound. I don't remember exactly how much it is, but she's gotten some great deals over there. She's gotten a ton of great glassware for me. I love these. So there's cute little Bushmills mugs. I imagine they probably came in a set at one point. I don't know which one. Again, they're a left-hand mug because I have to hold it with my left hand to show you the logo. I decided to make sort of Irish coffee with it so I could show you the mug well. And I say sort of Irish coffee because basically what I have here is coffee and whiskey. I don't have the cream or the whipped cream that you typically use. I'm not using sugar or a simple syrup. I did dribble a little bit of honey in here because I haven't had anything to drink in a few days because I've been fighting off a little bug. I haven't been feeling good. I'm starting to feel better today. Typically you'd have a hot toddy or some whiskey and tea, but I thought to go with the coffee to really show these mugs. I have some good Irish tea though, so I may do a separate video later with the same mug, with the good Irish tea that I have. So the coffee, I should have brought out the bag of coffee, but I didn't. Some coffee that we picked up at Lucky's supermarket in St. Louis. It's kind of a Whole Foods idea, but they have some bulk coffees. There's some they've already bagged and some bulk. But what I used today to make this is their breakfast blend, which we got in bulk. Oh, and it's just awesome coffee. Wow. Oh, wow. Typically, I wouldn't put a 10-year-old single malt in coffee. But I have 2 Bushmills. I have the 10 and the 21. And I wasn't going to use the 21. And because they are Bushmills glasses, I really thought I ought to be using Bushmills whiskey. I love the combination of the whiskey and the coffee. It really does help open the sinuses. Oh, and that coffee is just awesome. Excuse me, sorry about that. I got an itch on my nose. My nose always seems to be itching. Oh, that whiskey is awesome. Again, whatever this mug holds, I don't know. 4 or 5 ounces of coffee. I did measure it out. I did measure out the whiskey, though. There is a jigger of whiskey in there, 1.25 ounces. Enough whiskey to let you know it's there without overpowering the coffee. So I'm hoping this will let me feel a little better again. And I'm thinking about having a beer today. I haven't had a beer in a few days, so I'm thinking about having one. Starting to feel a little better. Throat's still a little scratchy, but I'm over the worst. I was really sick the other day. I started at work and had to come home because I was, losing my lunch or losing my breakfast, as it were. I hadn't had lunch yet. It was awful. And then, but today I'm feeling a little better. Enough so to try some coffee and whiskey. So, don't want to run this long, but I love, most of my glassware comes from thrift stores. I do buy some from breweries. But in many cases I wait and I look for it at various thrift stores. The Goodwill outlet is one, but there are other places, thrift stores, flea markets. I really find a lot of great classic glassware from thrift stores and flea markets. So hey, this is Tom the Beer Whisperer. I hope you all are having a great morning. Mine is doing okie dokie. I love this glass, I really do. This is Tom the Beer Whisperer, having some whiskey. Today I'm the Irish Coffee Whisperer. We'll talk to you later.